What clear signs do you have that your ex will never come back? People frequently reunite after splitting up and being apart. This usually happens when people realize how important and dependent they are on each other. But you can't expect them always to understand that, can you? If you're worried about your ex not contacting you again, here are some indications that may help put your mind at ease. Here's a video compiling a list of signs that will let you know if your ex will return so you don't get false hope. The first top sign your ex will never come back is when your ex avoids all contact with you. This could be through social media, phone calls, or even in person. If your ex is pointedly ignoring you, it's a sign they're not interested in reconciling. For example, suppose you reach out to them and they don't respond or delete your messages without reading them. In that case, they're not interested in talking to you. Additionally, if they go out of their way to avoid you in person, they don't want to see or speak to you. If your ex is avoiding all contact with you, it's likely that they have moved on and don't want to get back together. Alternatively, they may still feel for you but are unwilling to face the pain or break up again. Either way, it's best to respect their decision and move on yourself. There is plenty of other fish in the sea, and you deserve someone who will treat you with the respect you deserve. When your ex is content with being single, that's the second sign. Following a breakup, it is typical to feel low. You and your ex might struggle with sadness, loneliness, and other intense emotions. After some time has passed, if you observe that your ex is content and enjoying themselves without you, they may not care for you as much anymore. Suppose your ex-partner makes no effort to contact you or ask about you. In that case, it might be time to come to terms with the fact that the relationship is truly over. In this case, it would be best to leave them alone and move on with your life. If your ex returns all of your belongings a while after the breakup, it's a definite sign they have moved on. This includes anything they left at your house. If they want their stuff back, they don't want you in their lives anymore. There is an equal chance that won't happen. So, and if it does, then be sure that this is what they want before getting rid of everything yourself. The third sign is when you are in a friend zone with your ex. The worst thing that can happen to someone who wants to get back together with their ex is being placed in a friend zone. This is one of the surest signs that the relationship has ended and that reconciliation is out of the question. For example, suppose you and your former partner can remain friends without resentment. That is a clear sign that you have both moved on in the healthiest way possible. When it is clear that your ex only views you as a friend, resist the urge to try and get back together. The lack of jealousy from your ex is another telltale sign that you're firmly in the friend zone. Even after a breakup, it's only natural to feel envious when they spend time with other people, especially if you still have feelings for them. But if your ex doesn't show any bitterness or resentment, it means they don't care about what's going on in your life. And that's a clear indication that any attempts to reconcile will be a failure. Once you and your ex share no common interests is the fourth sign that your ex will never come back. In any relationship, it is natural for couples to have some interests that overlap and others that are unique to each person. However, when a relationship ends, it is not uncommon for people to find that they no longer have anything in common with their ex. This can signify that the relationship is truly over and that your ex is moving on. If you find yourself in this situation, it may be the time to accept that your ex is never coming back. Trying to force a relationship that is no longer there will only lead to frustration and heartache. Instead, focus on meeting new people and finding new things to do that make you happy. The fifth sign is your ex talks about you in the past tense. There are few things more painful than a relationship that ends abruptly. While it's natural to feel optimistic that things will eventually work out, some signs indicate an ex has moved on for good. One of those signs is if your ex starts referring to you in the past tense. This shows that they no longer see you as part of their future. If your ex starts talking about the good times you had together as memories from long ago, it's time to accept that they are gone for good. Trying to hold on to hope in this situation will only prolong the pain. It's better to face reality and start moving on. The fifth sign is that your ex has moved on and is in a new relationship. While there are many signs that your ex may never come back, one of the most telling is if they have already moved on to a new relationship. If your ex is dating someone new, it's likely that they are not over you and are not interested in getting back together. This is especially true if they introduce their new partner to you or talk about them often. Additionally, suppose your ex starts dating shortly after your breakup. In that case, it indicates that they were not particularly attached to you and were ready to move on. While it's possible that your ex could still come back under certain circumstances, it's more likely that they have moved on for good. The sixth sign your ex will never come back is when you have a strong sense of intuition. Intuition is a funny thing. It's hard to define, but you know it when you feel it. For some people, it's a gut feeling. For others, it's more of a hunch. But however it manifests, intuition is a powerful tool that can help us make decisions. Regarding relationships, intuition can be especially helpful in knowing when to let go. For example, you may have a nagging feeling that your relationship is over, even though everything on the surface seems fine. In this case, your situation is likely trying to tell you something. If you find yourself in this situation, it's essential to listen to your gut and trust that you know what's best for you. If you strongly sense that your ex is never coming back, it's essential to trust that instinct and move on. Trying to force a relationship that isn't meant to be will only lead to heartache. So if your intuition is telling you it's time to move on, don't second guess yourself, listen to your heart and let go. If your ex avoids your family and friends, that's the last sign they won't return. The final sign that your ex never returns is if they avoid your family and friends. This is usually a good indication that they are not interested in getting back together with you. If your ex goes out of their way to avoid seeing your loved ones, it's a vital sign that they have moved on and are not looking back. Of course, there are always exceptions to the rule. Suppose your ex is avoiding your family and friends because they are embarrassed or ashamed of what they did. In that case, they may eventually come back around. But in most cases, if your ex is steering clear of your loved ones, it's a safe bet that they never return. The hard truth. Although it may be tempting to try and win your ex-partner back, it is unsuccessful most of the time. The only time you have a good chance of reuniting together along with your ex is when your principles and life choices align. When you overcome the tendencies and issues that caused you to split up, and when you change for the better. Unfortunately, there is no quick fix to profound personal transformations. They take years to occur. However, there is a silver lining to the situation. The good news is that you can use the pain of your failed relationship as a catalyst for self-improvement. You can use the hurt and anger you feel to fuel your drive to change yourself for the better. And in time, you will find someone new who appreciates the person you have become. So, although it may be complicated right now, in the end, everything will work out for the best. If you are wondering whether or not your ex will come back, paying attention to the signs we listed here in this video is essential. If you see multiple signs that indicate your ex is never coming back, it's time to let go and move on. Trying to hold on to something no longer there will only lead to heartache. Accept the situation for what it is and focus on bettering yourself. In time, you will find happiness again. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.